Hey, what's up, guys? In today's video, we're gonna go over a driver from HackTheBox. Yeah, today we ain't doing no try hack me, no proving grounds. Those could wait for a second. Those could wait. You got more important things to focus about, especially because this room is this machine is like relevant with a bunch of the craze that happened on Twitter and on LinkedIn last year, 2021, like late last year. It wasn't too late in the last year, but it was like, yeah, the second half. I don't want to spoil what it was yet, but you guys are about to find out. So let's get right into the machine. Let's just make sure it's not what I meant to show. Everything is good. We're connected. Let's go. So, let me remove these files for you guys. I did a practice run, and I do not want to leak anything. Okay, we're all good. So let's call LMAP. This LMAP, I called it because this is where we enumerated every port without enumerating necessarily any version information or going over the default scripts, like, you know, searching for the vulnerabilities. We just wanted to know the port. And we see that we have port 80, we have SMB, and then we have 5985. 5985. What is 5985? Unleak. It's WinRM. You can use like Evil WinRM and other tools to like log in. So yeah, to the Windows desktop. So now we want to do a more we want to do a deeper scan. In order to do that, we're going to specify tag SC and tag SV to enumerate the versions of the software, and then default scripts. We're going to want it to be verbose so that we see the output as it comes out. But you guys should know how to use Nmap by now, so I'm not going to explain everything, even though I kind of just did. I'm a comedian. No, I'm playing. We have port 80, running a website, web server, Microsoft IIS, HTTP 10.0, and it gives us an unauthorized error saying that MFP firmware update center, please enter password for admin. So interesting, we have a username admin, and I specify the IP, that way we don't have to keep coming into the website and running it. We have SMB running, and then we have 5985 running WinRM like we just said. So interesting. So let's start with enumerating the website with nicto, and then we can use FUF to do some directory brute forcing. HTTP fuzz, then we're gonna use tag word list /up common. And now besides this, we're gonna do some manual enumeration because I feel like besides some automatic enumeration, you got to do some manual and find out stuff for yourself. Let's use what's it called, Burp Suite's embedded browser, since we've because of all the test runs, we okay, so we're being prompted for username and password, but it doesn't look that clean with Burp, so I had Zap here just in case with its manual explore. Same functionality, we get to explore another browser, and we get this simple HTTP authentication request saying it's requesting for username and password. As I said, it's whatever we just discussed. Now boys, what do we do when we see some login form requesting credentials and we have a username clearly here, admin? We want to test for like super simple passwords, like password 123, password, or winter 2021. If you guys have passwords like these, I hope you switch them ASAP. Admin, and we're in. I wish I had like this sound bite I can play every time we log in. That would be hilarious. We're in. Click the button and ta-da! So this is the page we get into. We always want to keep track of notes or any credentials we find. So password, admin, keyboard ASMR will be here. About firmware updates. When I first started doing the machine, we noticed that there's this email. We're not sure how important this is, but you want to keep note of everything. And then we see that it's using the PHP extension. Driver updates, contact, nothing too interesting. So if we go back to fuzz, to fuff, we can use the tag E to specify the extension and then do tag PHP. That way you can directory brute force using the tag PHP extension. Maybe you'll find some extra directories, hidden directories, for where we're here. Now let's read what it says here. Select printer model and upload the respective firmware update to our file share. Interesting. Our testing team will review and upload manually and initiate the testing soon. So we know this is some client side attack and that it's mentioning file share. Now, when we mention file share, what do we automatically think about? SMB. Because when we're enumerating SMB, we're enumerating the file share, seeing we can get no authentication and find some information hidden in those not so common file shares, or maybe in the common file shares hidden somewhere. So what do we want to search up? We want to Google SMB file upload exploit, because that's what we're doing, right? We're uploading some files through SMB. Now you can see the ones that I've checked, and that we see this SMB share SCF file attack. Interesting. This is not the first time I've come across SCF files client-side attacks. I'm not gonna say where, but I've definitely come across them before. So let's go over it a little bit. It says SMB is a protocol which is widely used across organizations for file sharing purposes. We do know this. It is not uncommon during internal penetration tests to discover a file share which contains sensitive information such as plain text passwords and database connection strings. However, even if a file share doesn't contain any data, then we can use to connect to other systems, but it is configured with right permissions for authenticated users, then it is possible to obtain password hashes. It is not new that the SCF shell command files can be used to perform a limited set of operations, such as showing the Windows desktop or opening a Windows Explorer. However, an SCF file can be used to access a specific UNC path, which allows the penetration tester to build an attack. So it wants us to copy this code into a text file, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's cancel all this. We can try a different word list, but by now we kind of have an idea of what we're gonna do. So name it and leave the SCF, and we're gonna upload this, and we're going to update that with our IP. We're missing this slash here, and then we should be good. Now, saving the text file as an SCF file will make the file to be executed when the user will browse the file. That's what makes it client side. They're actively manipulating, interacting with the file. Responder needs to be executed with the parameters to capture the hashes. When the user will browse the share, a connection will be established automatically from his system to the UNC path that is contained inside the SCF file. Windows will try to authenticate to that share with the username and password of the user. Spicy. During the authentication process, a random 8-byte challenge key is sent from the server to the client, and the hash NTLM password is encrypted again with the challenge key. Responder will capture the NTLM v2 hash. NTLM v2, huh? Let's go to hashcat NTLM v2, and that is mode 5600. That's going to be important in a little bit. Just had to confirm. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this file that our lovely person has already pasted there. We're gonna listen on tune 0. Since we are running with sudo privileges, we're gonna provide the password, and everything should be good. Now, let's upload this file, submit, and any second now, hopefully, we should be able to getting some hashes. And there we go. There we go. We got Tony's hash. We can exit. All we need is on. We don't need it to keep running. You know what I'm saying? So let's copy this hash into a text file. Tony.hash. And now we can crack it offline. The hash cat mode 5600. We're gonna do Tony hash and then rock you and tag force. Now we're gonna see that the password is little Tony. Little Tony, bro. There's no way. Remember what what I told you guys about passwords with just lowercase letters, no capital letters, no numbers, no special characters, no mixed match words that make no sense, like shoe and water, like they have nothing to do in common. Shoe, water, exclamation mark, 37. I don't know. That's a better password than Lil Tony. You know what I'm saying? Now that we have credentials, yeah, Tony, you need to switch that password. I'm still stuck on that part. We're gonna use evil winrm. We're gonna use tag I to specify the IP. Tag U for Tony. And then we're gonna use tag P for the password, Lil Tony. And by default, we should have a connection established. And imagine it just doesn't work. My connection just falls. My PC just blows up. No, I'm playing. Let's not do that. So now if we go to desktop, where they always keep their flags, I wonder who made that. Desktop. Powershell. CD desktop. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell desktop. But you know, just in case it's not, let's probably, you know, do something about it. Okay, so we have our user text. Great. Now let's see back into downloads, to be honest. There we go. Whoa. That's spoilers. Let's go back into the C directory. Okay, let's make their temp already exist. Let's make their leak. This is empty. Sure. Okay. So now that we're here, we're gonna use PS to list the active processes running on the system. And fortunate for us, when this machine came up, was how I mentioned with the whole craze, the whole thing about PrintNightmare. PrintNightmare came out. What is PrintNightmare? Well, it was a print spooler remote code execution vulnerability. Here we have it on Microsoft's site, where they have the metric, the value, its critical rating. They have a summary. They have if the running is determine if the print spooler service is running. Oh, we can do that too. It's just to confirm. And we see that it is running with the status. This also has some mitigation, like some quick workarounds, how to disable it. I mean, you don't really want to disable the service because then you can't really manage your print jobs or like print anything, but that it is a way to disable it. Now let's learn a little bit up. Come with me, let's learn a little bit about this. I don't know why I face that way when the camera is this way, but you know, we don't talk about it. So researchers found that the print spooler service had an authorization bypass bug, due to which anyone could install printer drivers using the remote procedure call RPC function, known as RPC add printer driver EX. An attacker can take advantage of this function by specifying a driver file on a remote server, which leads the print spooler service spoolsv.exe to execute code in an arbitrary DLL to gain system privileges. Thank you, HackerSploit. Okay, so in theory, we can create a reverse shell under the DLL, under .dll, and that should give us a reverse shell in theory. So now guess who comes in for the save? Trusty Dusty John Hammond. He made a video on this. Let me see if I can search it up real quick. PrintNightmare John Hammond. Yeah, if you guys see me look at the screen just because I'm looking at my notes. PrintNightmare John Hammond. Did he not? I feel like he did. PrintNightmare John Hammond. He did not? No, I can't believe it. Okay, so he didn't create a video. Anyways, he created this repository where he mentions the PrintNightmare used that can be used as a privilege escalation. And to confirm with the PS again, we can look up and see that spool SV is running. So we got the hint. I mean, driver has a printer. It's called driver. It was just way too convenient, and it was an easy way for us to automatically figure out that this PrintNightmare was going to be the vulnerability used for privilege escalation. So let's download this file. Let's go cd into CVE, and then let's ls, and then python 3 to http.server, and we're going to use Credential to download this file, the PowerShell file. Interacts with it, and we're good. We should be okay. So we're good. Now what we want to do is create our reverse shell using MSF Venom. MSF Venom architecture 64. P Windows 64 shall reverse TCP our host. Let's fix that. And let's get that. Let's fetch that for us real quick. Let's do that. 8001, that's fine. And let's name it HackTheBox. The DLL. Now we can do RL wrap and CNVLP 8001 and just wait. Okay, that needs a space in between. And then we have it here. Let's move this into the CVE directory, and we should have it right there. Great. Now let's download it also. HackTheBox.dll. Fetched it, and it looks like we're successful. Now let's see how we run this. Import module.ps. Let's import it. Okay, this is interesting. At first, since I wasn't able to reset the machine, we get an error. We have an IO exception. Directory exists. Microsoft has a new item, so we're not able to import it. And we run into this interesting article that has a quick workaround. I'm showing you guys how I solve these issues. I don't want to just skip through them, because these going to Google and finding these error, and this is the exact error I just showed you guys. Import module, googling and like finding these errors is a major part of the job. You're googling these errors, you're googling these you know what I'm saying, everything you see on the screen, and you're just finding out in this information. You're learning on the go. That's why it's an ever-growing field, because you know, you never stop learning. So we have this error, and it says, found an issue when trying to install a PowerShell script. Luckily, the solution was a simple one. There's a one-liner that will set the execution policy of a specified user, in this case to unrestricted. So let's copy that. We can do that, and then we already did this earlier, so it should already be unrestricted. We already imported the module, so now all we need to do is create this new user. Let's delete this new user and leak, new password, please sub, I don't know, bro. Added user and leak as local administrator. Now you know what that means. Now we're gonna supply a custom DLL payload, and then to do anything else you might like. So we're gonna specify the DLL we have set up. DLL is gonna be in C users Tony. Where is it? Leak, and then HackTheBox.dll. Set up our listener, and this in theory should give us let me see, where are we? Did we HackTheBox.dll? Let's import this module real quick, and then let's invoke that DLL. Okay, and then this in theory should work. Invoke nightmare users Tony. Oh, we're wrong. We're not in users Tony. We're in C leak, and there we go. We are who am I, and we should be 30 system. Let's go. Okay, little mistakes like that you guys gotta watch out, like for exams, like OSTP and stuff like that. Like, we have to pay attention to what directory we're in. Get UID. Let me but yeah, guys, that's basically the room driver. We learned a little bit about PrintNightmare. I just wanted to do something else real quick. Running system info. Are we able to allow that now? Before I did this, yeah, we were not able to. Access denied. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to make sure, because I wanted to use Windows exploit suggester to see if we would have found the spool with its updated libraries, or updated whatever they call it. Let me see. Windows exploit suggester. Here you go. With their updated database, yeah, we can use it to find like local not local, based on the database. It's gonna suggest privilege escalation, what's it called, scripts, and like websites that we can access them in. But yeah, we can't access system info. We don't have permission. So yeah, We can't do that. That's about it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for watching me complete driver. I appreciate all the support once again. I hope I can see you guys around for the next video, where I will probably do some other Hack the Box video. I'm gonna definitely continue doing Hack the Box video, but let me show you guys, give you a sneak peek of what we're gonna be doing. Tracks. Are we logged back in? Yeah. Tracks. And we're gonna be doing right here. This is exciting. Active Directory 101. So we're gonna be completing all these rooms, if not at least half of them or most of them. Learn as much as AD we can. And HackTheBox Academy released also an Active Directory room where they teach you the basics of it. So that's what we're gonna do hopefully next time. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.